Hi everyone, how's it going? I'm really excited for Happy Coaching Hour today. Sorry, I'm doing it on Friday instead of Thursday. Something came up yesterday, but so I'm excited for today. Is going to be a little bit more interactive. Before in the past, I would always just give you all information and kind of like tips and advice. And I want to start showing up more as like a powerful coach and asking you questions and giving you the space to write down answers and do some journaling. So that's what we're going to do today. Today is all about learning how to value yourself. I think this is very important because if you don't value yourself, then nobody else will, including clients and just other people in general. This is the foundation work to starting a really successful coaching business. This also applies for personal life as well. If you don't value yourself, how are other people in your relationships, in your love relationships, your family relationships, your friends, how are they going to value you too? So I want to read something to you. Sorry, my hair is acting a little weird here. Okay. My friend let me borrow this, How to Be an Artist by Michael Ativar. I think that's how you say his last name. And it's just a little part about valuing yourself. That's where I got the theme for today. And then we'll go right into our journal questions. In the long term, as an art practitioner, one thing that you must learn above all others is the value of yourself. If you don't value yourself, no one else will. You won't sell paintings, you won't be invited to make performances, no one will publish your books. Unless you make yourself seen in this way, occupying the center stage, your practice will continue, but only at a minor level. Occupy space, be unafraid, take risk, charge accordingly. Who cares what other people think? It's you we're talking about here. This might manifest in a number of ways. Using good materials, pricing at market rates, not working for free, paying for necessary equipment. It's important to invest in your practice to support yourself. If you need a digital camera, buy a good quality one. That will be a pleasure to use, ergonomic and satisfying. Don't worry if it costs $200 more than the cheaper one. Your feelings of enjoyment will enter the work, making the photographs commensurably better, enlarging your practice. Don't worry. Be bold in the support of yourself. If at the moment no one else will do that for you, it's imperative that you start to do it for yourself. Studio space, accommodation, materials, collaborators, also meals out, travel, books, going to the cinema. If these fuel your practice, then go ahead and do them. Don't beat yourself up. Top tip, at all times, act as though you are successful. This is not arrogance, but expresses a confidence about yourself that is modest and real. If necessary, put appropriate boundaries around yourself to protect your work. So hopefully that resonated a little bit with you all, like it did for me. And then let's go ahead right into our two journaling questions. I'm going to type them here. So the first one is, what does valuing yourself look like for you? So I typed that in, you have it in there. What does valuing yourself look like for you? So that's going to be the first one. The second question is, how do you add value to your relationships? Hello, Tashada, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So we're just in the journaling part of our video today. So if you have pen and a paper, I would highly encourage you to take a few moments here to write out these answers and to see what comes up for you. And I'd love to have you share them in this space so we can talk about it. I think this is going to be fun. So our two questions are here. It's in the comment section. I'm going to actually do it with you all. I'm going to pull out my notepad here on my MacBook and do a little journaling myself so I can share my answers with you, because I I think I'm not the only one who struggles with this. I know a lot of people do, but it's really easy to go the cheap route in life and to want to hold on to our money, or we don't want to invest in ourselves. We order the cheapest thing on the menu, or we only buy clothes that are discounted at the store. And I used to be really guilty of that. And I realized that it was not because I wanted to save money necessarily, but because I didn't think I was worthy of nice things. So I'm really been getting out of that mentality lately, and it's completely shown up powerfully in my coaching business as well. And I can tell, it's really easy to tell when I'm working with coaches when they don't value themselves. It just comes across in the way they coach, the way they run their businesses. So this is, like I said, the groundwork in treating yourself like a client first and treating yourself well, knowing that you deserve the best. And that confidence will come across when you show up as a coach. So, okay, I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to start answering these. How's everyone doing? You doing okay? Hopefully some good stuff's coming up for you. Hopefully you're doing this, because if I said do this later, it probably wouldn't happen. So we need to do it now. We're here, right? Let's just do it now. Okay, so I answered the first question, and I said valuing myself looks like regularly cutting and dyeing my hair, painting my toes, buying clothes that make me feel powerful, buying massages to help my scoliosis, back pain, charging prices in my coaching business that will help support my life and pay my bills and allow me to travel, not overbooking myself because I know I'll get stressed out, celebrating every big and small win, and getting enough sleep. That's important for me. Surrounding myself with powerful people, powerful and influential people. And I'm sure there's a lot more that could come up if I really sat down and looked at this. Chetta, you said, value myself as being confident in who I am and what I have to offer. I love that. That's beautiful. Let me know what else comes up for you. I want to hear everything. Another thing too, a way that I valued myself recently was hiring a branding coach who also is a copywriter, because I've been trying to do a lot of my graphic design on my own through Canva, and it's just not my zone of genius. And I just realized that it doesn't make me 100% confident with running my business. And so I was like, you know what? I have some extra money set aside. I deserve to have a website and social media presence that feels at home for me and that feels beautiful and organized and flows, and it's going to attract my ideal clients. So I invested that in myself, and I'm already starting to see the benefits in it. I've already, just like showing up energetically, I've already hired a couple new clients, and I haven't even really done a lot yet. I just had one session with the coach. So I've seen that when you invest in yourself, I believe the universe pays attention to that, and you will see that be rewarded somehow, some way. But you have to keep an open heart and open mind to see that. Okay, so let's go to the next question was, how do you add value to your relationships? This is an important one, especially if you watched the video yesterday that I posted with connecting with influential people. It's really important to a lot of times, I used to be in this mentality most of my life before I was a coach of like, I would always say, what can the world do for me? What can people do for me? And I didn't get a lot out of that. And I kind of switched my mentality and I said, what can I do for the world? What can I do for others? And it's really just helped me to connect better with people, make more friends. I get so much fulfillment out of it. And so you're going to want to do that with influencers as well, of not saying what can they do for you, but how can you positively contribute to their life? And that's going to be powerful. So for me, like I'm in this We Roam program right now where there's a group of 40 of us. We're all remote workers and we're traveling all over the world. We're going to be in South America for the next 6 months. And with this group, I was like, what gifts can I add to this group? Because it feels good for me to give. And I'm a yoga teacher. So I'm a yoga teacher and a bodybuilder. And so occasionally I'll lead group workouts and group yoga sessions in the park. Also, I love to lead new moon and full moon sessions when the next full moon is going to be January 31st. So that's fun to do. Last month I did a skills sharing session for the group of teaching people how to set goals. And it's just been so fun to, I'm not getting paid for any of these things, but to just be like, how can I positively contribute for people who maybe have never done yoga before, never done a new moon goal setting session, or have never, don't know what life coaching is about. And it's been so rewarding. So that's kind of like some ways that I add value to relationships is I can like help people with yoga or workouts, eating healthy. I used to be a health coach at one time. Just being really present for people, listening to them, asking deep questions. Obviously, that's the coaching side of me coming out. I love planning things, so I'll organize events for people. And yeah, so anyone who's watching, please, or on the replay, please feel free to share your answers and responses to this, because these are important things that you need to know. You need to feel confident with how you value yourself and how you add value. And then that is going to 100% show up and affect the way that you operate as a coach. All right, well, I don't see anyone else writing comments right now, but hopefully this helped. I had fun doing it, so thank you so much for being here and showing up. Tashetta, I would love to hear more about what came up for you when journaling these questions. And again, if you're not live and you're doing this on the replay, just type it out in the comment section. So thank you all so much for being here. Let me know how I can support you in your coaching journey and your businesses in any way. Please reach out at any time. Just email me at hello@KristaKathleen.com, and I would love to give you some feedback or guidance on anything that you need right now. So, all right, have a great night. Bye.